Hey guys, so I figured I would start this video while I was still parked, and we are gonna go to Blue Mercury. I actually had to stop at the mall because, well, I say I had to, let's be honest, nobody has to stop by the mall, but Bath & Body Works was having $10 off their 3-wick candles. I only buy them if they're on sale because if I'm being completely honest, I don't believe that their candles are worth $25. That's just my personal opinion. I don't see $25 worth of product. They make good candles, don't get me wrong. But I just don't see the $25 if anyone's asking for my opinion. So I'm good paying $14, which is what they were today. And I'm also good when they are, sometimes they'll do like buy two, get two free or whatever. That's also a really good deal. Let me open this so we have some extra light. It's kind of gloomy out. I did get a couple of those, and I try to not burn the candles. Like, I don't want to burn through them, so I'll usually light one in the evening for, a couple of hours, and then that's it. So anyway, I know a lot of people really like those wood wick candles. I had one a few years ago, and I didn't really like the noise that it made. I know that sounds really petty and silly, but I didn't like that crackling sound that it would constantly make, and I also felt like it put off a lot of smoke from it being a wood wick candle. So I prefer to not have, a bunch of stuff burning off the candle, and I felt like it was way worse with that wood wick candle. So I stopped by Sephora because I want to get an extra of that Hourglass stick concealer that I bought. You guys, that stick concealer is so good. It is wild to me. It's exactly like that Bobbi Brown one that I mentioned that she discontinued several years ago. It's exactly like that. It gives really, really good coverage, and I love it. It wears really well. It doesn't, look wonky or anything like that after a few hours. So I've really been loving that, and I want to get it back up because I've had it for, I think, 2 weeks, and I've already put a decent dent in it. So I figured I would just grab an extra, but I went by Sephora, and the line was crazy at Sephora. So I was like, I don't need to stand in this line. Is that cicada inside my... Oh, it's on the outside. Oh my God, there's a massive cicada on the outside of my window. And he is like holding on for dear life. Well, anyway. So I didn't want to stand in the line at Sephora, so I just went ahead and grabbed my candles and got out of there. So that's what happened at the mall, and it's interesting because now you're starting to really see more people not wearing their mask. And if I see someone with no mask, then I'm trusting that means that they're fully vaccinated, not just that they're not wearing a mask. And that's the weird thing, is like, you can't go up to someone and be like, oh, are you fully vaccinated? Were you did you get your second shot 2 weeks ago? Are you considered fully vaccinated? So it's really weird, but I guess, all you can do is trust that if people are not wearing their mask, then that means that they're fully vaccinated. What else can you do, So anyway, one of, my boyfriend and I, we have a friend, we've known him forever. He's known my boyfriend longer than we've even been together, and it was funny because one of the first times that I hung out with my boyfriend, we went to meet his friends, and so I've known his friend. That was like the first friend that I met of my boyfriends. So he's been around forever, but he is being released from the hospital today because he got the Rona and ended up getting blood clots in he had one in his heart, and I think there were two in his lung. So he had to literally have like emergency surgery to get rid of the one. They did the one in his heart first, and then I think they're doing the lung later. But it's just really, really wild, the side effects that have happened from people that have gotten sick. It's just all been so devastating. It's just been so sad, and my heart goes out to, you know, any of you guys who have either been sick or had a family member get sick. And, you know, a lot of people obviously got sick and they did not survive. And that just, it really crushes my heart, if, you know, and I'm sure it crushes anyone's heart that has one. It's just been so devastating and so sad. He was on FaceTime with his friend yesterday, and the first thing that his friend said was, "You guys got vaccinated, right?" So I know everyone has their own feelings about the vaccine and all of that, and, you know, that's fine, but it's just, the devastation has been so widespread. So either way, today I wanted to, this is such a common theme. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about, but that's what I do. So I've come to this realization with my, you know, the recent growth of my channel, especially over the last 6 months or so. And I think that this can be applied to not only someone who is on YouTube, but it can also apply to day-to-day life. And anytime I think of something that could not only be applied to someone who's putting themselves out to the internet, when I think of it being applied to day-to-day life too, I love to bring that to you guys, because I think that a lot of us go through different struggles or annoyances, and when I find something that has helped me, I just want to share it. It's not, again, it's not because I'm a know-it-all or saying that I know the best way, but this is a way of thinking that has helped me. So, you know, there are going to be a lot of people in life that don't like you, and they might not like you because the way your hair looks. They might not like you because of the way that you think about, you know, certain things in the world, and that's what it is. Opinions create feedback, whether it's good or bad. And when you share opinions, you know, some of the feedback is going to be negative. But this is something that I have started to implement in my day-to-day thinking when it comes to people that I come across or might interact with that don't like me. There is this way of thinking where it's this 99-to-1 rule. And when I think about the few people who truly don't like me and they just, you know, cannot stand the way that I talk, the way that I look, the videos that I do, the videos that I don't do, every single thing is picked apart and analyzed by a few people. And I'm okay with that at this point, because the way that I've looked at it is it's 99-to-1. At this point, I have over 11,000 subscribers, which, by the way, side note, I am so beyond just shocked and grateful that over 11,000 people have intentionally subscribed to my channel and taken a chance on me and my content to see what I have to offer and listen to what I have to say. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. You guys know that you're appreciated. I talk about it all the time, and sometimes it might be redundant, but like I said, I will always voice my appreciation for my subscribers. And if I sound like a broken record and that's annoying to some people, sorry about it, but my subscribers have built this channel and they will continue to build this channel, and they deserve to be acknowledged and respected. And that's how I feel about it. So with over 11,000 subscribers, there are, a select few that don't like me, and they go to any detractors, platform that mentions me, and they have a field day in the comments, lying, throwing shade, being vile and gross. It's what they enjoy doing. But when I started looking at it with this 99-to-1 mentality, for every 99 people that like me and like my channel, and even if they don't like everything, they can look at it objectively and say, well, I like this, but I don't like that. Let's have a conversation about it, or leave me some feedback, and, maybe it'll change the way that I approach things in the future. The main message that I'm trying to say here is, for every 99 people that like me or like some of me, there is one person who is not going to like anything that I say or do. And I did that Emily Leah video a little while, like a week ago. And she was saying how stop caring what people think. And I don't believe in that mentality, because like I said, you can't just go through life saying nobody's opinion matters. I don't agree with that philosophy, but what I do agree with is looking at these select few that do pick apart every single thing that you do. I think she made the comparison of whether you buy whole milk or oat milk, or with me, it's like people will pick apart the fact that I spend a lot of money on Axel's treats, or the things that I buy at Target, or the things that I don't buy, like, or that woman that a few months ago that got upset that I spent $30 on a candle. Like, these people who literally just are upset by every single move that you make, I have learned to, at this point, disregard that, because they're not bringing anything of value to my channel or to my existence online. And I've always said I'm all ears for criticism, but when you're picking apart the fact that I spend what you have deemed as too much money on my dog, at this point, your opinion is invalid. You have lost your voice as far as me listening to you. It is so stupid. And when I see this time and time and time again, it's like, okay, at a certain point, I'm done with you. I'm done with you at this point, and some people might call that dismissive or whatever, but I'm done with you, because you have shown time and time again that you're worried about the wrong shit. You're not, here to say, well, maybe you could look at this a little bit differently, or look into this and then see if your opinion changes, or maybe your perspective. No, all of that, you guys. Like, so that's what I'm saying as far as this 99-to-1 mentality is, when I'm talking about people that actually have just the worst image of you and hate everything that you do. And I know right now I'm talking about this, and y'all can probably think of at least one person in your life who is upset by any little thing that you do. So when you think of those select few that just really can't stand you, and you know, whatever, or maybe it's just one person, take those people, pack them up in a car and send them on their way, because they will never approve of anything that you do, and they will never have a conversation or be able to look at things from a different perspective to say, why am I so upset that this person, sometimes that I really don't know, why am I so upset that they are spending money on XYZ, or, you know, whatever. Like, it's just crazy. And this doesn't even cross over into the whole idea of, you know, I've talked a fair amount about consumerism when it comes to influencers and YouTubers. This doesn't even cross into that part of it, because people having an opinion about someone posting too much sponsored content, that's in a whole different, you know, ballpark, if I'm being honest. But either way, I hope that that really makes sense. And once I learned to look at it that way, it really did just change my whole perspective on my presence online. It also really changed my perspective on my real life too. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Blue Mercury and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I got my concealer, the Hidden Corrective Concealer in the shade Honey. That's my perfect shade. And they're always so great at Blue Mercury. They always give me some little samples. And she gave me this Lunaster lip gloss in the shade Vlogger. I've actually had their lip glosses before, but I thought the name was so funny. So let's try it on. It looks like a mauvey pink with some shimmer. So there's the gloss. Cute. Very cute. So I need to make one more stop before I make my way towards home. And I need to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. Dr. Teal's Salt Scrub. He makes the best salt scrubs. They're so great and they're so affordable. I also think I have a coupon for Bed Bath & Beyond, so I can use that and save some money. So, but to finish up my thoughts on what I was saying, I want to also make it very, very clear that it is so easy for someone to say, don't care about what, you know, the select few that can't stand you think. It is hard to tune that out, but that's why I'm saying, once you look at it in the 99-to-1 mentality, that's what really helped me overcome feeling like I was even remotely affected by, you know, the people that will leave me comments and just get all over me for the pettiest, stupid things. And I'm not going to say, well, it's none of their business, because that argument collapses on itself all the time. But what I will say is that once people start nitpicking at the most ridiculous stuff, that's when you can kind of start to look at, like, okay, this person is not here for, you know, enjoyment or anything remotely positive. But I really do believe you can apply that to anything in your life, as far as looking at that one person that's just always nagging on you. No matter what you do, you feel like you can never do anything right. And then when you look at all the other people who, you know, you might have someone like your best friend who gives you the real deal when you need it, and maybe your aunt or another friend that you've known for a while. They give you a little bit of both, but I would say most of us have that one person, even if they're no longer in our life, who's just upset with everything. Why did you turn left when you should have turned right? You know, why did you wear a sweater? You should have worn a coat. You know, you need to quit that job. I told you to quit that job a long time ago. You should have listened to me. Why didn't you go to the, you know, you should have gone to this grocery store, not that one. It's just like constant, like, you feel like, you know, you just have to throw your hands up with certain people. And also just a reminder for anyone that needs it, you know, I am not a preacher, okay? Never going to be a preacher. There are a handful of things that I have learned during my time on YouTube that have been very valuable to my growth, the way that I approach things, the things that I choose not to approach. And I always feel like, you know, hey, if it makes sense for this, then maybe it will help someone else in a situation in their life. And that's all I want to do for you guys. All I want to do is help someone else, entertain someone else, allow a conversation to be had with someone else. That's all. Never trying to act like I have all the answers, because I don't. That is for sure. If you guys happen to need a good body scrub, try the ones from Dr. Teal's. The ones from Tree Hut are really nice too. Don't get me wrong, those are nice, but the ones from Dr. Teal's are even cheaper, and they're fantastic. So, okay, I'll be right back. So I got my Dr. Teal's scrubs. I got 4 tubs of those, and then I got cotton balls, Q-tips, and then, oh, and another bottle of my nail protein. I hate that I buy that so much, but I go through it very quickly because I remove it twice a week and reapply it. So it's a tiny bottle and it goes quickly. So whatever, who cares? But I found these, and this whole box was only $5. Leaders Institution. Oh no, Leaders in Solution Institution. What happened last night? Radiance Revealing Mask. And I figured I could try these out. I thought it was a good deal for 10. And it says, skip your boring skincare routine, 1 sheet mask, 15 minutes for fresh, healthy, glowing every day. Easy to use sheet masks are packed with a full bottle of skin loving serum to give instant and long lasting results. So we can try these out. This company makes really decent skincare products, so I figured I would buy those. I have not spent money on sheet masks in such a long time, and the reason is because I prefer the biocellulose masks over cotton masks. But once in a while, you know, Leaders, like I said, they're a good brand, so why not give it a try and see how it goes. So anyway, I really need to, I might try to do it tomorrow, but it might not happen until sometime this week. I need to do that run to the animal shelter for the last video I did on self-taught beauty, and yeah, take the stuff to the shelter. So I do need to do that and get it done. I was actually thinking about calling the shelter before I go, just to ask them, like, okay, what do you guys really need right now? Because I usually will just buy a bunch of stuff and give it to them. But if there are certain things that they are running low on, this time I might do it a little different and try to fill the needs for them specifically. So I need to call over there and see. But, you know, if they don't give me a precise answer, then I'll just do what I usually do and buy an assortment of stuff and do it that way. So anyway, thank you guys so much for 11K. It is really just unbelievable. You know, it feels like I just hit 10K a few weeks ago, and now I'm, you know, at 11K. It really is just so incredible to see the platform and the little community that I'm building around me. I'm so grateful for you guys, and like I said, I will always voice my you know, my attention and my gratefulness to every single one of you, because I realize just as quickly as someone can subscribe, they can also unsubscribe, which some people have done, and it's all good. You know, I talk about the revolving door idea when it comes to commentary. That's just sort of the way it is. It's like that with anything, but especially with commentary, because you're sharing your opinions. So either way, I am so grateful, and just, it's unbelievable what this channel has turned into, and it's not missed on me. So I'm going to close this video out here. If you liked it, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.